So today is a good day, very good day. I decided to make some tortellini pizza. Yeah, because I kind of use what I have, of course, you know. Yeah. So I have some Italian sausages here. So I split it in half and I took off the skin. So I'm now frying up the meat. So this meat, I'm gonna cut it up, crumble it up, and put it on my pizza shell. In here, I've layered it with some hickory honey sauce, along with a little bit of ketchup. Yeah, not a lot. Just, you can do this to taste, it's okay. Yeah, so I just wanna show you, this is how it looks. It's thick, right? And I added some Italian seasonings. Yeah, so I'll show you how I did that. I'm gonna move this one here to the side. Yes. So I'm gonna take this out of the pan. This is the pan that I'm using. Yeah, it's like a shell. I'm gonna layer this with 1 tablespoon of my mixture. Remember, you can use any mixture you would like. I just felt like eating some pizza, and then when I look into my fridge, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have nothing here that would resemble ordinary pizza, but I do have some ingredients in my refrigerator that I love and I love to use. So yeah, so that's where this idea came from, and this is like a small pizza pan. So I went ahead and I made it into like a nice little bowl. See, I pressed the sides down, it's okay. But before I did this, I added a very thin layer of oil. Very thin layer, see? Very thin layer of cooking oil. So that it doesn't really stick and it gets a little bit more brown, because these shells definitely are pre-cooked. So I pressed it down with my hamburger press. Just gonna rest that up there. So give me 1 second. Be back. Yes. So I'm going to get my kitchen scissors here. And I'm gonna cut this meat and I'm gonna put it there. Hold on. I didn't turn off the stove. I'm going to do that now. Good. So this is the meat. I'm gonna cut it. Let it drop anywhere it wants to. I'm doing this with a fork because it's coming off the fire, so it's very hot. Yeah. So remember, this is homemade pizza. Using what I have. I believe in using what I have. You guys know. If you've watched some of my videos before, you know I enjoy using what I have, right? Yeah. So I'm Bajan Coffee Latte Queen. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I'm just putting it here, right in the bowl. I have like little frills, little bowl, it's fine. I'm gonna do the other one in a minute. So the rest of this meat, I'm going to just cut it up in here, and I'll layer it as I go along. This is sweet Italian sausage, guys. Sweet Italian sausage. Italian sausage. Yes. So again, I'm going to use some cheese melts that I have. Give me 1 second to grab a few. Some cheese melts. I do have pepper, so I will put some pepper here. This is a cheese melt, regular cheese melt. I some pepper. I'm gonna cut some pepper up, add some pepper here to it. This is some pepper that I have. So I'm going to add this. I can basically rip this with my hands, but let's get some neatness in there at some point, right? Yes, so there we go. This is all mine. Yoo-hoo! So yeah, all mine. Good. Just add a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I can use my hand, but hey, whatever. I'm gonna get some onions now. I'm using the scissors not because I have to, but because I'm having fun doing so. I believe when we cook, we bake, you're supposed to have fun, guys, doing it, right? Especially when you're doing it for yourself. Yeah. So, see? Really nice. Even when I order pizza sometimes from Domino's Pizza or local pizza area, I normally pretty much say, I'm not going to use the scissors. I normally ask them please not to add a lot of sauce. Yeah. Because I don't like that. Let me bring this closer so you see what's happening. So again, I'm making my pizza. See, I have my peppers, I have my Italian sausage, I have my onions, and I have my cheese melt. And this is ideal. It melts quickly. It's going to be delicious. It's not going to be pully. It's not going to be running all over the place because I made my sauce thin like I would do if I order pizza. I always say, hey, you know what, please make it not a lot of sauce. Good. So that's one. My oven, I already set it to 400, so I'm going to place this in the oven. Yes, and within about give or take 6 to 8 minutes, everything should be finished, should be golden brown, ready to eat. Again, here is the tray I have. This is another one because obviously I feel like might feel like eating two. So this is another one here. I'm gonna move that one to the side. And I'm gonna take the meat that I already cut up. I'm gonna put it here. So make sure that you see everything. This is Italian sausage. Put it any which way you want. It's okay. It's yours. Yeah. So about the frying, Italian sausage normally comes in a pre-packaged, so it has its own oil. So I didn't really add much to it, just enough to fry it, just a little bit, guys, not a lot. Yes. So I'm gonna finish cut this up, put it in here, and I fried it until it was, cooked all the way through. Look, see, cooked all the way through. I don't like my meat pre-cooked at all. Not pre-cooked, but how do you say? I just like it well done. I like all my meats well done. Yeah. This is an extra piece here. See? So I'm gonna add it to the first one. I'll add it to the first one. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. I'm gonna add the additional pepper, sweet pepper that I have. When I'm finished, I might sprinkle some black pepper on this. Who knows? Depends on the mood that I'm in. So I'm gonna cut this up. I love me some onion. Also, in addition to onion, let me just share, within my mixture, everything I will put in the description, but within my mixture, I also added some garlic powder. Yes. And I did mention that I added some Italian seasonings. I'm gonna break this up. Break this onion up. Yeah, see? Gotta break it up. Yeah, separate everything, because we don't want like a whole crunch of onion, right? A thick crunch of onion. No, that'll defeat the purpose. Yeah, I love onion, but onion, we have to know how to use it, right? For the best flavors. All right, good. So here goes. Again, another slice of cheese melt. See? And I will be placing this in the oven along with the other one for about 6 to 8 minutes. I will remove it and it should be delicious. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you don't add like a whole lot of sauce, your pizza just would not be soggy, because we don't want soggy pizza, we don't want oily pizza. That's why I added a thin layer of oil in the bottom. And we know cheese has its own oils as well, so that's another thing that we need to look at. Yeah, so if in about 6 to 8 minutes I don't see the color that I like, I'll bake it for about another 2 minutes, maybe like in total 10 minutes. Yes, so I'm looking for my edges to be a little bit crispy. That's what I'm looking for, right? So enough for me to know that everything have marinated and cooked nicely. Yes, so again, this wouldn't be sliced, right? It wouldn't be like maybe a sliced pizza unless I just cut it in half. It'll be more of like a fulfilling bowl snack, but it's my own way of making pizza. Again, like, share, subscribe. Bayesian Coffee Latte Queen. Talk to you soon, guys.